In this video, you're going to learn how to make a pizza. First thing you're going to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees. You'll do that by hitting bake, turning it to 400, then pressing start. Next, you're going to add 1 cup of flour. You're going to add a package of yeast. It should be the right amount, 2 1/4 teaspoon, I think. You're just going to add the whole packet. Then you're going to add your salt. This is all after you've gotten your ingredients. You're going to mix them together with a fork. Next thing you're going to do is add your warm water. This will help to activate the yeast. Yeast likes the warmth, and that'll help it react. You're also going to add the oil. So the warm water and the yeast is what's going to actually make your dough rise. That's what's going to give you the flaky crust. You're going to mix this together with a fork, and as you can see, this is obviously not enough flour in there to make it a dough. So you're going to mix that together and kind of get the lumps out with a fork. And you're going to continue to add flour, which is why you have the extra, I think, 1.5 cups it is. So you're going to mix all that together until there's no more lumps, and you're going to add some more flour. And you're going to continue to add flour until there's a soft dough. And that just means that it should ball around the fork. Next, you're going to flour your surface. This is for when you knead your dough. You're going to take the dough ball out that you have checked with Miss Ricky, and you're going to flour the dough ball. Next thing you're going to do, you're going to knead it. So you're going to fold it and push, and then you're going to continue doing that for about 6 minutes until it's a strong, elastic dough and it's not sticky anymore. So you're going to continue to kind of reflour the dough and the surface so that it doesn't stick. It's also a little bit helpful to flour your hands. You're also going to spray the bowl. You're going to get out a glass bowl and spray it with some Pam. You're going to put the dough ball in there. Sorry, that just skipped a little bit. You're going to spray the dough ball, and you're going to put it on top of your preheated oven, set your timer for 10 minutes, and cover it with a towel. This is going to let the dough rise for 10 minutes, and it needs to be covered. The heat is also going to help with the yeast so that it rises. While this is happening, you need to reflour your surface. After those 10 minutes are up, you're going to cancel the timer and make sure that your oven is still on 400. Then you're going to take the towel off the bowl. You're going to flip the dough ball out onto your refloured surface, and you're going to get a rolling pin. You're going to take that rolling pin and cover it with some flour. Then you're going to roll out your dough. You want to roll it a little bit in all directions, so that way that the dough continues to be even everywhere. You want to keep this dough fairly thin because you're going to roll it to make a pretty thick crust. And if you have too thick of dough, then it's just not going to be good. Your crust won't bake evenly. So you want to roll it out so it's a little bit bigger than the pizza pan on all sides, depending on how thick you want your crust. To put it on the pan, you're going to fold your dough in half. And you're going to slide the pan kind of up under it. You're going to pick up the dough and slide the pan under just a little bit more. Then you're going to put the side of the dough onto the pan. Then you're going to unfold. And then you're going to want to pull kind of the dough, but you need to be really gentle so that you don't rip the dough. You need to pull it so there's a little bit of excess on all sides of the pizza pan. You're going to roll your crust, and then you're going to spray your pan. Sorry, that just skipped really bad. You're going to take all of your sauce, and you're going to put your sauce kind of in the middle of the pizza, and I would just use a spoon. You're going to spread that sauce out and let it cover the entire pizza. You want it to be pretty even, unless somebody likes more sauce than others, then you can do what you want with it. So you're just going to spread the sauce all around the pizza, however you want it, however much you think you want, until it's evenly covering the entire pizza. Next thing that you're going to do is put your cheese on top of the sauce. And I think Miss Ricky will probably give you a little bit of extra cheese, but this is where you can kind of go crazy with it. Then you can put your toppings on, and of course we chose pepperoni and cheese. You're going to put your pizza on the bottom rack of the oven. That just helps the crust to get a little bit more brown and a little bit crisper. So So you want to put it on the bottom rack, and then you want to set your timer for anywhere between 16 and 19 minutes. We were setting our timer for 17 and getting a pretty decent golden brown texture on the crust. After those 17 minutes are done, you're going to pull the pizza out. As you can see, that crust is really golden brown and the cheese is bubbly. So that is how you make a pizza. There's our finished product, and we really hope you liked it. Thanks.